Still 5 weeks, more than 5 weeks behind on my crossword backlog, and so that means I'm having to pull double shifts, maybe triple shifts, all the time to get this thing done. Yeah. Let's go straight into it, I think. I'm going to do some more puzzles. We were up to Friday, April the 19th, 2024. Show more. Okay, there is a concise. Is there not a QC? Oh, there is a QC. Yeah, okay. We'll just do the concise. Area within a church steeple. Is that the belfry? Untainted could be pure as well. Also, erudition is learning, process, food, digest, linked sequence, a chain, conversion of a liquid to a gas or vice versa. Hello, I'm on early today. T is for tango. Most tardy is latest. Largesse. Post, lots of things. Wet weather could be rain. Away from the right path is astray. Bullish, pugnacious. Loose. Be in charge. Rule the roost. It says O, not A. Does anyone say rule the roast? I don't know. This is a pendant, a run-in, watchfulness, that's a nice word, nonagon, bear witness, testify, tiara, papal tiara, the river is the Tamar, change of state. Post is mail, I suppose. Do 125. So we have to find a Nina if we can. Don't see anything in the rows. Don't see anything in the columns. Don't see much on the main diagonal. Change of state. Don't see anything in the first or last letters. Alright. What is going on here? I wonder. Nice scores there from Richard and Hazy. Rule the roast. Yeah, people are concerned about that. 4, 7, 10, 14, 18 and 19 are all clued by 11. So change of state. What? Oh, that's really good. Okay, so pure is an anagram of Peru. That's brilliant. Mali, of course, Iran. There's probably more. That's really good. I like that a lot. Alright, the quick cryptic for the Friday. Debut, that's a shock start. Resistance of presenter in London is tempting you initially. Resistance, it'll be something itty, I-T-Y. Higher in rank could become purple if learner included. It's an anagram of purple minus the L, upper. This might advertise a little greenery. Leaflet, that's nice. Know in advance, enemy must seize king by bishop's place. C. 4 with foe with a king inside, and then C is the bishop's C. Attractively thin, person posting letter with pounds inside. Person posting letter. Oh, sender, not mailer. Somehow reunite followers, simple anagram. Habitual way to protect home. Way. something inn. Inn means home. Maybe not wholly proper Habsburg. Very little in Short Street. That's charming. We in street. Don't we in the street. I'm not advising that. Demanding situation in change. Lille regularly visited. Found in habitat typically shabby, hidden inside the words. Things in general, formal and old-fashioned, stuffy but not quite. A quiet mother is a pea parent. Party beat is a thrash. Silver in mud, AG in mire. Clock face, lad climbing around. My story with Oxford's head ousted by Eton's head. Alright, lessons a rep. Colleague in shop is a salesperson. Coming up, top island chap, hard working. Lid, then I for island and gent. Hot areas include first appearance of rain in items for discussion. Agenda? Don't know. In orderly way, have meal, eat L in New York. Tabloid groups daily event. Sunset is a daily event. Soldier on watch with cap missing, that's a century. Wander through Italian city, reportedly it's Rome. Host in London, host IL. Maybe not wholly proper Habsburg. What's a Habsburg? Demanding situation in change. Lille. Okay, change with alternate letters of Lille in it. Hot areas, tropics. Oh, topics. Yeah. Maybe not wholly proper Habsburg. Oh yeah, it's just hidden in proper Habsburg, perhaps. Alright, back. This is complex. Okay, the Times cryptic number 28,895. Excellent work, flourished in tense environment. Flourished. I think this is top flight. Why is that there? Tense. Tight. Op flourished in tight environment. Yeah, op, FL is floriat or flourished. Floruit perhaps. Match ending in tense tie. Match is a test and the ending in tense, I don't think that's the answer. Tie. Collect some bread in unusual haste, has pocket emptied. Collect some bread. Parrot expression of dismay by president on film. It's got to be Laura Keat, hasn't it? Law by Ike on E.T. Ike is Dwight Eisenhower. He was much liked, apparently. Temporarily put up shelter in school with parking. Okay, GAMP is an umbrella, so that is a temporarily put up shelter. GAM is a school of Wales, GAM or a pod, and parking is P. Oddly glum in manner, even speechless. Scenes shot equally. Hear a low-pitched buzzing in London thoroughfare. Hum, a hum. Hear a low-pitched buzzing. Is this an anagram? It's road, Whitechapel Road. It's on the Monopoly board. Clothes bought here unfashionable and more appropriate. Out is unfashionable. Fitter is more appropriate. Okay. Program health professional put together with relevant agency. The World Health Organization. Doctor Who, very nice. As I say, it was a good episode of Doctor Who the other night. Player's agent introducing. Okay, an agent is an instrument, and the A-list are celebrities. Match ending intense tie. Twin is a match. Collect some bread. Pass around the hat. Oddly glum in manner. Scenes shot equally. Make rueful. Okay. Exclamation in bath. That's what Archimedes cried out when he worked something out about water displacement. I have found it. Eureka. Petitions involving legal affairs by island. Indonesian one. Is this Sulawesi? Petitions, sues involving law. Sulawesi, formerly known as Celebes. Guests in Parliament. House party. Parliament's house. Conservative is a party, so is Labour. Scrap religious festival. Wit. Small fish found in channel. I wanted to say eyed, but that doesn't make sense, does it? Job on estate, one expected to save up for it. Job landscaper. One expected to save up for it. Is that right? Okay. What remains after last of our recycling efforts? Ash is what remains. Tonic following tablet eye knocked back. Following could be F. Doing whatever it takes with piratical or criminal assistance. Doing whatever it takes. Moving supply of things for reading by ambassador. Moving supperly. Things for reading is lit. Ambassador is His Excellency. Last of crop, seeds run out. One must keep stocking up. Suspender. This is tongue-tied. Scenes shot equally. Dram as. A dram is a shot, as is equally. Not exactly a man to excite with energy going spare. Ancient general experiences rout. Has drub. Not quite fully. Has trouble. Is that Hannibal's dad? Why is this side? Oh, turn the TV to the other side. That probably makes sense. It made sense when TV had two channels anyway. I hope that's right. What remains after last of our recycling efforts? Rehashes? A is what, and ashes is remains. What remains? Nice. Tonic following tablet I, not but. Okay. B. Doing whatever it takes. By hook or by crook. Oh, that's nice. Piratical or criminal assistance. Very nice. Lads throw. This is every second letter of lads throw. Lads throw. About. Yep. About is re. Not exactly a man. To excite with energy going well. To excite is going spare. Not exactly a man. What is that? I repeat, I have a large bill. Ibis. One into wine note, that's average. Mediocre. Medoc. Medoc is a nice wine. I like Medoc. Fine interrupting a fine for interrupting. It's poker. Okay is fine, and per is a. Tonic following tablet. Okay, this is reverse pill eye to give us a fillip. A gamekeeper. Is this right? expected to save up for it. So I don't really understand. One expected to save is a keeper in football. Okay, in game is up for it. One expected to save up for it. That's very nice. I like that. Not exactly a man to excite with energy going spare. Cadaverous. Circa Dave, and then Rouse. Some very nice clues in there. I like that a lot. And of course, if it has Doctor Who in it, I'm always up for that. All right, we did the Friday. We're back to another weekend, and as you all know, the weekend is full of nonsense. So all sorts of weird things might happen now. But for now, we start pretty gently with a concise. Large medical establishment. Hospital. Cour Anglais. Multivitamin. Buckeye State is Ohio. Learn by heart. Rector. Pastor, maybe? Burrowing rodent of North America. Vowed. Burden of responsibilities and onus. Go. Fail to be comprehended. Go over one's head. Use a 6 down. E-numbers and multivitamins. Bed cushions is pillows. Traditional accompaniments, trimmings. Let's change this to parson. That's a lay, chair, reissue, Mogadishu, issue and dissue. Reaches a destination, common saying. Above average exam mark merit. Under nay core. Memorize. Gopher. Promised. Use a chair. Sit. Change of state. Will it be as good as that? I don't think so. Where is Lenina? Hoppo nurse. No, that doesn't look like a Nina. Anything in the... Oh, corners, hang on. Hospital corners, opposite numbers. Oh, okay, that's nice. So it goes round the clock at the top and the bottom. It says hospital corners, opposite numbers. That's nice. Hospital corners are a thing you do with beds, isn't it? Tuck in the bed. Needless to say, do I do that? I do not. Friday, Saturday, quick cryptic. Second worker shot. Backhand, second is back. Where service people eat dogs' dinner is a mess. Fine bird with rook bone. Fine emu R. Distorted expression from grim ace. Serious expert. Unhappy keeping clever. Lady. Well muscled is buff and also enthusiast. Desert transport came at L. Needing treatment. Let's try Hera Medical Hub. Or let's try here a Harley Street. That's right. I went to Harley Street once. It wasn't that good. Deny wife escaping old prison. That's Newgate, famous in Little Dorrit. Test bomb underneath rising chopper. Mine underneath reversed X. Last of victims leaving corrupt control freak. Svengali. That's a nice word. Miserable and is close to tears. And is close to tears. Disconsolate. Tears is an anagram indicator. Unhappy keeping clever lady. Blue stocking? Clever lady is a blue stocking. Alright. The rest of the MPs, what do you call that? Recess. Toronto crew moved around airport building. Control tower is an anagram of all that. In Pucheli, one seen female footballer. In time, the Italian becomes nimble. In age, il. Bird with old, revolutionary. Light ale brewed around there. Around there. Oh. Not leathery, that doesn't mean right. Hello again. Good to see you. Two permitted, bracelet. Tory type, consort. Suffocating temperature in cupboard. Close tea. Finest in comparative literature, hidden in the words elite. Went downhill. Fell. Lioness. Pucheli one seen. Bird with old revolutionary. Tit-o. Light ale. Okay, anagram of ale around there. It is indeed. Yes, no, it's a good one. One day I should set a crossword, but yeah, laziness. Quite a bad thing. Okay, where are we up to? The Times, cryptic number 896. Rubbish celebrity almost securing a great deal. Backsliding British publication went ahead and took risk. Went ahead is lead, B-mag, reverse before lead. Sandwich possibly good, certainly with large filling. Sandwich possibly, is this an island? I don't know. Decent mark on exam. Moral, M on oral, forget about that. Bird trapped among bricks, is that right? Tit among Lego. Plans to assist lifting some weight. To aid reversed with grams. Provide food. Cater and pillar. Drink in the bar regularly every second letter. Silly Republican in daft clothing. Republican is going to be R. Bratty? No, that's not quite right. Artist is corrupt and about to steal lead from churches. Corrupt. So her fancy meal has scope for fungus. So her fancy horse? Is that a thing? Is meal mush? I have questions that are not answered, but huge tail of distinct brightly coloured bird. Rich is brightly coloured. OST. Empty container in a prison redesigned for waste material. Empty container, that could be CR. Anagram of a prison. Scrap iron. Head of state on the radio. Head. Maine is a state. Sandwich possibly. Rubbish. Flotsam. Fame including lots. Gradually tire going around clubs after a show. Fade around AC. Drippy, does that mean silly? I guess it might. Artist is corrupt. I'm not getting on with this setter's sort of frame of reference, but that's alright. Very insignificant thing featuring in terribly asinine film. Very insignificant thing. Iota. Terribly asinine. I don't know. Again, accept when to open an American CV. Okay, that's as in resume. A number of houses close to collapse, say. Bones from fish turned over. Bones. Doc is a sawbones. Party guest leaving us to collect that lady. That lady's probably her. Identical signatures always primarily included in TV intro music. Accomplished revolutionary ripped apart French philosopher. It's not Descartes, so who is it? Measure beat in heart. Centimeter, and I've got to spell that the English way, even though it's no longer my first thought now. Paths made around, is this Hampstead? Yep, anagram of paths made.
Okay, Gigi, we're gonna go pretty soon.
Krim stirred up trouble over some LSD. Microdot. To do reversed after an anagram. Money paid to host one political group in Pretoria as intended. That's fee hosting ANC. Oh yeah, intended is a fiancé. What's this? This is infinitesimal. Mark ignores final part of suspect. A letter from overseas. Stigma minus T. Identical signatures. The same. Yeah. The first letters of signatures always included in theme. Party, get together, get to get her. Guest minus us is get. School somehow managed with power cut. Coed, coped minus P. Oh, Diderot. Diderot. He's a dictionary man, isn't he? Encyclopedia man. Hide from everyone at first in a lather. Media magnet tries acquiring time. Media magnet Hearst. Here's his tries. William Randolph Hearst. Close to collapse is E plus say is state. Right, what were these? Sandwich, possibly good. Certainly with large filling. For sure. Golf course? Of course, with an extra L. Artist is corrupt, about to steal lead from churches, or lead from churches. Is corrupt. Sculptor? Rots, including... is corrupt and about to steal lead from churches. Rot plus, yeah. Is corrupt and rot plus. Bing. Horse mushroom. Oh, should I inflict the Latin on you? Probably not. Probably not yet. Let's do a big concise. If the Latin puzzle wasn't meant to be done, they wouldn't give it us. Symbolic device, emblem, education, upbringing, go to see, visit, speak or write in detail, elaborate, bird watcher, eco tour, small growth, create trouble, disobedient, maybe upbringing's wrong. That'd be interest though. Garibaldi, Italian patriot and biscuit. Vicuña. Give medical care to its treat. Organization staff members. No. Acting in opposition. Counteractive. Item used to pull a, that's tow rope. Expatiate, that's a less common word. What do you call that? I'm confused. Create trouble, rock the boat. Naughtiness. Animating, stimulating. Not restricted. Large jug is a pitcher. Lavish meal is a banquet. Antarctic. Oh. Why can't I think of that? Hairless is bald. Ethos. Say what you like about the National Socialist Party. At least they had an ethos. Big Lebowski quote. Very good. Component of military force, air power or sea power. I don't know. Quotation, citation. Gordian knot. Is it a difficult problem or is it an easy problem that people don't see the easy solution to? Producer of powerful beam. Something light maybe. Not restricted. Relating to the heart's arteries. Coronary. Donetsk. Consecrated. Famous wartime RAF fighter. Is that Spitfire? Substance aiding a reactor. Highly obvious is glaring. What is it? New York concert venue. It's not Madison Square. It's Carnegie Hall, isn't it? Variety of ice cream. Tutti frutti. Passionate. Not needing to be explained is self-evident. Publicizing a product or event. Chinese philosopher Confucius. Treat to destroy bacteria. Republic in Southern Africa, not Lesotho, maybe Eswatini. Having made a valid will is testate. Rectangular could be oblong. Category. Oh, class, yeah. Underground railway systems, try metro. Antarctic. Searchlight. Opposing political union, anti-federal. Small bird of prey is sparrowhawk. Interact, counteractive, now we have interact. Employee. Gain. Unambiguously. This is caribou. Stadium. Hessian. Approved authoritative. So we're looking for Botswana. I went too far south. Always my problem. Talkative. Sling. Lack of movement. Stagnation. Altitude is height. Okay, small growth is polyp. Personnel. I couldn't think of that word. It's really weird. Not restricted. Unrestrained. Consecrated. Hallowed. Catalyst. Oh, aiding a reaction. I thought it said aiding a reactor. Probably should get my eyes checked. Let's try David. Who knows? Advertising with an S. Disinfect. In no uncertain terms. Lamentation. Okay, what was this? Ice-covered region to the south of South America. So, Antarctic. Ice-covered region. Ice-covered region. Whee! Isn't that just Antarctica? Antarctic, not territory. Peninsula. I did not know there was such a thing, but I can believe there is such a thing. Woo! Yeah, I've just got a lot of puzzles to do, so I thought I'd better do them. Right, let's do a big cryptic. That's what you really want. You don't want to see me just forgetting what an Antarctic peninsula is. Too old, true about 50. 50 is L. European before spring, mainly trained in ropey footwear. That's an espadrille. Drilled. Spar is a spring. Alright, very good. Authority to pronounce. Okay, let's say so. Hidden in essays. Okay. Feel divided about values, not half, producing this. Ambivalence. I feel. Oh, ambiance divided by half of values. Financial doctrine, having Americans go round the bend. Financial doctrine. Call set up, including one who gave noble service. That to be like Lady Maid dial with. It's not a word. English learner getting shock treatment before exam. Elect. ECT oral. Revolting kind of behavior on the increase. Rising? On the increase is rising. I blunder in transaction with a part of Africa. I blunder. I err in sale. A state in eastern US, in short, upset another in east. There's a lot in that clue for 5 letters. Old emperor backed follower of another. Rasta, they follow the emperor Haile Selassie. One emperor, not old emperor. Innocence, not so much. Seen embarrassed as first feeble point. Innocence. Less. Innocence. Embarrassed as first. Imagined odds of perfect finish. Every odd letter of perfect plus end. Set, get around, or above it at sea. Obviate. Fit, singular form of Buddhist. Singular form of Buddhist mystical text, you might think. A tantrum is a fit. Oh yeah, so it's a jockey. It's a jokey. It's like maybe the plural of tantra. Maybe tantra is a plural of tantrum. A state in eastern US, in short, upset another in east. So A, and then reverse Massachusetts, and then we get Assam. The capital of Assam is Dispur, I believe. With stiff upper lip, there's nothing I demand, squalidly housed. Stiff upper lip. Food roots, Osage, and can I spell this? Esophagi, anagram there. Personality problem, exemplified by Gregory. With no leaders, elect her in speaker's position. Take off the first letter of every word of elect her in. Strangely read an act, no play after Chekhov. That's a tragedy. This is just going to be Antony and Cleopatra. Don't know why, but you know, what else is it going to be? Scottish groups in Gaelic language. Fool, one by one in strike. One strike. Fool. Is strike dot? I don't know. Clear stuff from what we hear at church and pass on. Clear stuff. Recreational space. Two possibilities for movement. Play and room. Half-hearted pledge about favourite I have that's on a par with rivals. Half-hearted. Don't leave religious group for what looks like just another branch. Stick in sect. Don't leave religious group. Too old. True. About 50. Okay, it's not too old, it's 2. And it's O for old plus very around L. Starchily. There's nothing I demand. Stoically. 0 I call in sty. Squalidly houses in a sty. Gregory is egocentric. Yeah, egocentrism. Another funny clue there. I like that. Over an ordeal about love. Happy one. Happy one is glad one. A trial about O for love. Financial doctrine. Still don't know what that is. Call set up including one who gave noble service. Is this liege man? Call set. Name gel reversed. Innocence. Feeble point. L. Lame is feeble. Financial doctrine. Having Americans go round the bend. Reaganomics. Having Americans go. Oh, it's an anagram of Americans go. That's nice. That's very good. Highly dangerous. Conflict appropriate for boxer. Dog fight. Boxers are dogs. Clear stuff from what we hear at church and pass on. Organ D. Organ and die. Gateman reverse gives you name tag. James say name used on continent for European schools. James say name used on Gymnasia are schools. Originally, brief struggle to secure grand after deductions. Net. Half-hearted. Pledge about favourite I have that's on a par with rivals. Combative. No, that's not a word. Doctor clad, a rich infant, cutely initially. What's fashionable and pink? Doctor clad, a rich infant, cutely. Radical chic. Is that pink? Bring in vino in part of house for this activity. Wine tasting. Net asti in a wing. Hypothesis initially dropped by the firm, open to checking. Oh, yearly cost of accommodation in relation to older pair. Rent? No. PA rent. Gather after, yeah, a mess. Order to dismiss or fire all but the last. Shoot minus the last letter. Reverse a fixed routine in killing. Destroy our violent disruption of society. Ooh, blimey, that's a long clue. Selectively arranges some of the cloth. Doesn't sound like it. Selectively arranges. Confine as in a protest. Kettle and offish. It's awful 'cause it's rude, and tacky ultimately. Discourtesy, anagram of 'cause it's rude. President having enough academic jobs for all the boys. Odd comment about footwear facility right. One can move things along with it. Creativity of gifted travellers in one. That's the Magi. They are travellers bearing gifts in one nation. She washes area surrounding Hollywood Strip. In honest fashion, on account of being with bank, since being with rely. Reverse a fixed routine in killing. Oh no, still don't like that. Still don't want to do that. Part of poetic line appears ahead of time in film part. Part of poetic line. Absurdly, he protects. This is an anagram. It looks like steeplechaser. Some cut is altogether peculiar to Taylor. Some cut is customize. Nincompoop concealing past that's deeply alarming. Abyss? It's an ass concealing by. It is deep. Therapist stole gripping film. Shrink wrap is a gripping film. Silly dam emergency totally evacuated state capital. Is it Sydney? Yep, Sydney. Silly dam emergency with all the middle letters excised. Guy upset about crazy fools. Study of mysterious visitors. That's ufology. Film part is footage. Yep, foot appearing ahead of age. This is something revolution. Brief struggle to secure grand after deductions. Is this a vignette? Yeah, it's brief, I guess. Vi, including G and Indeed Net. Yearly cost of accommodation, PA rental. President having enough academic jobs for all the boys. Chairperson. Bob's your uncle. Odd comment, that's wow, about footwear facility right. One can move things. Okay, heel bar. Heel bar. Inside, wow. From what we hear, this is why you seize a desert plan. Why you seize a. Why you seize a. Very nice. What may be taken innocently with unknown. Take the rap with Y. Series about small person. One finishing up in the theatre. That's Sear about Titch. This looks like cultural revolution, which is a nice sounding word for something that probably wasn't very nice. She washes. Okay. LA undress. Area surrounding Hollywood is LA. Undress is strip. A version of Bible included in set. Hard. A RV in Hard. That's at Cambridge University. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Stocking article in book hose A. Something biblical. French author, that's Camus. Selectively arranges some of the cloth. Doesn't sound like it. Hypothesis interviewed by open to checking. In which monarch no longer detains old conservative government minister. There's a kitten playing near me. It's quite distracting, but good. Half-hearted pledge about favourite. Okay, this is competitive, isn't it? Favourite is pet. Combative? No. Half-hearted pledge. Commit about pet. And then Ive, yeah, okay. In which monarch no longer detains old conservative government minister. Not treasurer. In which monarch no longer detains Tower? Old conservative theocrat. Is that right? Government minister, that's a great definition for theocrat. In which monarch no longer. In that E.R. Elizabeth, Queen, the former Queen. It's a shame they have to use no longer now for all the E.R.s. But yeah, that's a very good clue. I like that a lot. Open to checking. This is something able. Hypothesis initially dropped by the firm. H out of the stable. Curates. Doesn't sound like curates. That's very nice again. That was a good crossword. Like that one a great deal. Alright, bad luck if you're still here, because now we have to do the Latin for completeness sake, but of course I will just click through it once I get stuck, because Latin is hard. In peace with permission, pace. Milites aegides circulares in atque gerentes. That's something about shield-bearing soldiers, round shield-bearing soldiers in line. Something like testudo. It's not quite enough letters. Right, abundantia and saturitas. Plenitas, fullness. Is that a word? I've given up and gone. Kessi? Perhaps Cader, Kessi, with swords. Ensibus, ensis is another Latin word for a sword. Hostility or enmity. Inimicitiam, the opposite of amity. Filius divi Claudii nostra ex insula sic nominatus Britannicus. It's the son of Claudius, after whom Britain is named. Bestia elephantus fortasse, that sounds like an animal. Native inhabitants, incoli, something like that. Indigenes, I don't know. In oculorum accium recipiunt. They take the point in their eyes. I think I might just not know what accium really means, because I keep coming up with non huc sed ad illum locum, not to this place but to that place. So huc and illuk. Departed empress or goddess, is this diva? To turn away. Averse, it says deponent. Adversary? Let's see how well we're doing. Yeah, I thought that was going to be wrong. Is it adversary? Let's hope so. Dignior in partibus patior. Dignior, more worthy, in parts. Something. Orationes non modo Demosthenes in regem Macedoniae sed etiam Ciceronis in Antonium. It's something to do with Philippics. Not like, no, it says not like Philippics, but more like Cicero. What do you call his speeches? Not the Philippics, but the we are on fire. We are on fire. Ardemor, we are ardent. I open, disclose, or reveal. A perio could be open, like an aperture. Inderisum habeo sperno. Contemno. I hold you in derision. I contemn you. It is. Oh, let it be so. Esto. That's the imperative of to be. The elm tree. I think this is ulmus. Probably. Unarmed. Inermis. Inermem. In oculorum aciem recipient. They look at something. Oh. Puella poetae quae insinu. Oh, this is Lesbia, the poet's girl in Catullus's very fine poems about Lesbia and her sparrow. In acie gerentes. Put on, singular. Indue. A journey. Persequa hinc quo nunc. There's got to be iter, like an itinerary. Iter itineris. Milites aegides circulares in ace parentes. So it's soldiers who hold circular shields in a line. Be helpful if I knew what a circular shield was in Latin. Oh no, I meant to check the grid to see how we're doing. The wheels can quite easily come off when I'm doing these. Okay, maybe it is Philippicae. So it's not only Demosthenes, but also I want to say there's a word like klipeus for a shield. Oh yes, there certainly is. Klipeati are Clipios wielders. Okay, they receive in their eyes. Conspicuant, they catch sight of something conspicuous. Dignior, maybe aptior, an anagram. Ooh, that was quite a good Latin crossword for me. Apart from spelling adversary wrong, I did quite well at that. Latin, it's not quite dead. I think that means we have done Saturday. Oh no, another Sunday. Sunday is a nightmare, of course, but concise isn't. So let's do that. Payment. Au revoir. Renounce. Tag art. Graffiti. Velodrome athlete as a cyclist. Logical proposition. Mild Dutch cheese Gouda, maybe? Obsolete. War axe, tomahawk. That's a good word. Kids. Progeny will actually work with the letters. Maybe, probably not though. Hexagonal, six-sided. Small and delicate. Dainty. Worn out. Enthralled could be a Gog. Licit could be lawful. Moses' sister was Miriam. Ecstatic is jubilant. Record. Record. Ponder deeply. Cogitate. That's basically my channel, just me cogitating. Acutred. Destroy. Unmake. Parthenon is in Lathins. On the Acropolis. Goat family member. Osculate is kiss. Yep, that was not going to work. Kids. Could be a word for teasers, of course, something like that. Payment. Dispersal. No. Payment. Renounce. Disavow. Record is write down. That kind of record. Obsolete. Defunct. Who's have the best words in the Sunday Times crossword? Kids. Kids. Nibblings. Symbol is a token. Lemma. Lemmas and surds. Acutred is equipped. kids are in fact nippers. Goat family member would be a caprid. Worn out, bushed. I think it's going to end with an ED at least. Worn out. Payment. Oh dear. I hate this situation. We don't have many crosses and 2 words, but I haven't worked out what they are. Payment. Demittal, is that payment? That doesn't seem right. Demittal. Defrail? Oh, that doesn't sound quite right, but worn out, frazzled. Let's try that. Is defrail really a word? 2:47. Actually happy with that time because there's some weird stuff in there. Let's see who did really well there. Oh, Magoo did it in 2:49. Haha! If I can finish 2 seconds faster than him just once in my life, I would be very happy with that in a cryptic competition. Of course, all bets are off on the concise. You never know what's going to happen on those. Good old Magoo. He's such a nice man for a terrifying android-brained crossword genius. All right. As opposed to my perfectly normal brain, of course. You know, my brain is just a man of the people's brain, demotic, down and dirty, vulgate brain. Where are we? Cryptic. Dimity. Solitude seeker shedding old clothes. Solitude seeker. Submarine controlled by steward leaving island. Is underwater? Yeah, underwater. College class extremely lazy to a man. I've occasionally been known to look something up on the Club Monthly. You'll see, won't you? We're almost on May the 1st. Rogue sailor, sun punches, gets shiner. Dog star? Rogue, is rogue a dog? Yes, you're a rogue, you cur. Rubbish written about a southern cook, rot about AS. An example of this would be The Thing. Simple companion getting gas for seat. Easy chair. Air is a guess. Okay, I'm a spy ranting about bug. Praying mantis is an anagram of I'm a spy ranting. Firm fruit. Could be apple. Apple is a company. A panda car's banged up during police round. Police round is beat. Panda car. I don't know. College class extremely lazy to a man. Uniform and then L and Y are the extremes of lazy. Material from entry level crossword is Velcro. One tracks bird around about lake. Titicaca? One tracks bird, one after tit. Around is circa, about is circa. That's quite cool. An example of this would be that's an article. I patronize general receiving award. Custer is a general. Is this bear cat? Cars banged up during beat, yes, a bear cat. Garbo, I want to be alone. She's a famous solitude seeker. I like that a lot. Ulan Bator. Let's spell it right this time and then we can win a prize. Sorry, Mr. What's his name? Should know the name of my rival. It's on the wall right here. Anyway, we should all learn to not make that mistake and spell Ulaanbaatar correctly. Pretty Pixie captivates. Okay, pretty is fairly. Fairy minus L. Former pupil OB caught breaking old fence. Item of clothing soprano tarted up. Is this an anagram? It probably is. trouser, don't know. Gold digger reports cop for anagram of reports cop. Crashes to do with parts on cars, I'm told. Crashes. Smoke coming from red jumper lit at the... Yeah, red is Che. Again, jumper is a kangaroo. Civilized leader had bloody class. Culture, no. Had bloody class. Had is 8. Gory is bloody. Dozy type in cap parent. Slapped about. Dozy type. Reason, head of garrison gets ammunition. Reason. Head of garrison is G. Ammunition. One lifting, swish bags close to shopper. One lifting is a swish is, don't know. Number making a comeback in Salzburg on vacation. Oh yeah, number reversed, N-O reversed in Salzburg on vacation, and the whole thing is like some kind of lit. A descendant covering up kings, that's a son. Coat belonging to Afghan or Kazakh hidden in the words anorak. Europeans concerning time in prison. European. Cretan, re-time in a can. Guess a Cretan is a European. Dozy type cat napper. Item of clothing, soprano tarted up. Anagram of soprano tarted. Oh, I can't think of clothing. I don't even wear it except when I'm on camera. Reason, head of camera gets ammunition. Reason, arrows, no. Reason, goodness, no. Oh, don't stall out here, please. Maybe I do have to work out what this is. Toreador pants, okay, fine. Toreador pants, okay, reason, ammunition, rounds or ammunition. Crashes, retires, parts on cars. One lifting. You wouldn't have to put the I'm told if it was an American crossword. Caught breaking, old, stale, obstacle. One lifting. Crane. Swish is cane. Crane does lift things. Toreador pants. I could just do the Club Monthly special. I do look at. I mean, yeah, the last one. I think we did the Club Monthly special, and the last one there were some things where it's like, well, the cryptic suggests this or this, and I've got no idea what this word could possibly mean. So I will look up. Yeah, I will verify stuff. That doesn't seem too unfair. Before we tackle the Mephisto, let's do the GK. Alright, to relinquish office. Historical region now, mostly within Moldova. Not Transnistria. No. An old name for a pulpit. Is that an ambo? Docile but venomous Asian snake. I want to say it's some kind of cobra, but it might not be. German sausage. Often served with sauerkraut. Archaically to bury a corpse. I don't like where this is going. This is hard so far. Odd-toed ungulates, a tapir. Typographical character such as an asterisk or an arrow. Cedric Errol is the titular character. It's some little Lord Fauntleroy. Yes. Alright, capital city name was Baleaha Clea, that's Dublin. Western Europe's highest peak to Italians. Monte Bianco. Don't often hear it called that. Fyodor Dostoevsky's last novel. The brothers Karamazov. In parts of Asia, a pourboire, AV connector, often called peritel. What? On the upper, okay, it's not. Antipodean. Is this a banded crate? Those would probably be poisonous. A pourboire, I don't like that one. I don't like that. Canadian province. I used to live in Alberta. Karen Blitzen, also known as Isaac Dinason. Baking Bible. Mary Berry. To be in a place longer than welcome. Outstay. Oh no, it's not lift every voice and sing, which I sing every week at my new school because it's a HBCU affiliated school. It's nice. Swing low, sweet chariot. Anyway, we sing lift every voice and sing all the time. Orinoco flow. Need to do some more of these. I guess that's demit. Bratwurst. Should have got that a bit quicker, probably. In earth. Dingbats. Male forename from Irish names meaning handsome and born of fire. Don't know. And tip. Oh yeah, lucky that didn't stay in there. Ill users, sure. Bruce Wayne. Tootsie Pop. How many licks? Religion, a daughter of hope and fear, explained to ignorance the nature of the Joshua tree. Is that a yucca? It could be, I don't know. Final album by Cream, nope. A livelier something twinkles in the grass, a purer sapphire melts into the sea. Let's try emerald. Chingchaguk. That's the last of the Mohicans. Possession, A.S. Byatt, Antonia Byatt. Greek island, Pythagoras was from Samos? Oh, not sure. First film in the Vietnam War trilogy. Platoon. Is that trilogy now? Speakers of languages such as Pitjant Jatjara. I'm not going to try and read those. Aboriginal Australians, Dutch, or just Australians as you should probably call them. Dutch keys, Edam. Form of limestone, ooh. Nowhere probably is there worse something than in a churchyard. Don't know. Oh, baksheesh is a pourboire, okay. I thought that was going to be some kind of impossible word for a tip in Lao. Okay, historical region now, mostly between Moldova and Ukraine. Oh, what is that? Oh no. Kenneth. Handsome and born of fire. Sure. Kitty. We'll have a kitty there. Former British motor manufacturer. Crikey, amend. That'll do. In Judaism, the age at which one may celebrate a second bar mitzvah, let's say 83. Because why not? That looks like brain corals. Chewbacca. Most inhabitants of Nassau are Bahamians, of course. E-shopping. tranche of shares. Ooh, a race from Cows to Cherbourg. That's some kind of cup. Fastnet, it's a shipping area. In esse means existing. River Stour, I believe, is in Constable. Come back to that. Final album by Queen. Goomba. Goebbels. Cyclotron. Form of limestone. Oh my goodness. Kentish rig. Kentish rag. Kentish rug. Let's try Kentish rig. I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Nowhere is there worse taste than in a churchyard. Okay. Religion, a daughter of hope and fear, explaining to ignorance the nature of the unknowable. Okay. Do you like Ambrose Bierce's Devil's Dictionaries? But I'm going to be stuck here because I don't know what this is. Name of a former British motor manufacturer, including some Roots Group or Chrysler model names up till 1981. So, i.e. until I was about 6. I might not know that. I just might not know it. Alright, I think it's time to look one up. Reveal this one. Sunbeam! Ah, yeah. Okay, let's say Cream released an album called Goodbye. This one's bothering me because I should know this. Historical region in the Ukraine is... It's gonna come. It's gonna be annoying to reveal this one. Bessarabia. Now I have heard of that, but that's pretty deep cut, I think. Bessarabia. And I always think, of course, that Bessarabia is in like the Arabian Peninsula. It just sounds like it should be. AV connector. SCART. Ah, not quite right. Check grid. Kentish rag. Oh, bad luck me. Kentish rig. Yeah, I thought that was a reasonable guess. Kentish rig. Maybe it wasn't. In fact, it wasn't. It just wasn't. Right, Mephisto. Mephisto is almost as hard as the. I couldn't do the last Mephisto, could I? It was a John Grimshaw one. It was very hard. Practice with one flying hawk. Nope. Unconcealed singular part of harmonic series. No. Smash hits number 1 complete with soprano up front. No, this is bad. Seasonal visitor, put nothing over coloring matter. No. Cut 2/3 of rough drawing. No. Check place to get assistance. Okay, finally, place to get aid. You're on the board. Energetic person keeps a short time for evangelist. Goer is an energetic person. Let me put a spell in that. I put a spell on you. No current benefit concerning Grandad. Okay. A veil is benefit. We take out an I for electric current and we get avil, because avus is Latin for a grandparent, as in atavistic. Indian army, one cowardly, almost in retreat. Indian army. As on some darkling plain where Indian armies clash by night. Unconcealed, single part of harmonic series. Unconcealed could be overt. Single is 1, so let's have overtone there. Seasonal visitor sure does look like Santa now, doesn't it? Seasonal visitor, put nothing over. I don't know what's going on. Rather affected, French explorer, not the first to Canada. Okay, Cartier is a famous French explorer who I think actually did go to Canada, so quite a good clue. Practice with one flying hawk. Could this be an anagram of practice and one? I think accipiter is a Latin word for a hawk, or it's in the genus name. American fellow leaving rough coalfield covered with dust. So if we take out AF from coalfield, we get Collield. But I don't see that really. Potential energy behind domestic guard, behind are your nates, and penates go with lares. Some good Latin in here so far, which is good news for me. Short TV series shows missile missing Turkey. Missile missing T or TR. Missile trident? Ident. Yes, that's a word. One staggering, some shorter after section removed. Tot terser without an S. Fish casserole not completely cooked. Now this is an anagram of casserole. Escorcel, no, I don't have it. I don't have it yet. Cut 2/3 of rough drawing. Sketch, 2/3 of sketch. Anxiety shown by supporter of Democrat. Anxiety shown by supporter of Democrat. Supporter could be a T. Don't really see it though. 17. Fruit and nuts at soiree not started. So this is a tyreo is a fruit. It's like a blackberry, I think, isn't a tyreo. All those little guys. Little guys. Atware, that does look like it's an anagram of atware, yes. Reluctant trustee initially, making one cross. Reluctant. Trustee initially is T, making one cross. Trialing, turking. Reluctant. Angering, tangering. Character from Rhodes hosting a dance. That's lambda hosting A to give us lambada. Astronomical work. This has got to be Almagest. That's Ptolemy's Almagest. In essence, an old tale of adventure. But is it really Almagest? Maybe it's not. Almanac. In essence, an old tale of adventure. I wish it was Almagest. It might be Almagest, but I haven't worked out why yet, so let's not put that in. Plodding students struggle endlessly. Hard cheese. Plodding students struggle endlessly. Hard cheese. Hard cheese. It could be collied. Is that a word? Covered in dust? I don't know. Not like that anyway. I'll get the voicemail for that. Alright, what's this then? Indian army, one cowardly, almost in retreat. One cowardly. Does Nesh mean cowardly? Oh, I don't know. See, this is where I start to look things up. Could it be Sena? Is that an Indian army? Nesh means cold, doesn't it? Sena is an Indian army though, so Gas accipiter. Smash. Hits number 1. Complete the soprano up front. Complete is done. Do with soprano. Smash hits number 1. Hits number 1. Dosh. Is Dosh smash? Dosh is money, right? Is smash money? I'm going to say smash is money. I think that's good enough. Smash. I don't see it in the dictionary actually. Oh, it is cash, yeah. Cash smash. Anxiety shown by supporter of Democrat. Yeah. Reluctant trailing. There's more work to do. Spiders. Jumping pair seen leaving back of garden. Okay. Eperas. It's an anagram of pair seen. Al's quip being broadcast as satirical stuff. Sure does look like an anagram. Pasquill. Is that a word? What else can that be? Accuse falsely, according to some, heartlessly. Accuse falsely. Head leaving, keeping mum gets stick. Friendly XPM accommodating leader of Tories. Leader of Tories is T. 3-letter XPM. Matey. That'll do. Head keeping mum. Let's say that's Ma now. Head. Stick. Boundaries hit at last, but not 1 ton. Boundaries. Boundaries ton. Network spy leaving tips for young female worker. Spy agent. Network could be REIT. Mesh. Oh, I don't know. Sailor head down rests as before. Sailor with head down. Sailor. Oh, I thought it was going quite strong in the first half, but it gives out when pressed incorrectly. It gives that. Is this an anagram? It gives that when pressed. Maybe it is Armagest. Maybe I'll just put it in just to see if it helps, and then if it doesn't help, take it out again. Go off defending government's historic list. Well, government could be G. Go off rot. Defending Raj. No, rot. Go off rot. List. Could be an old word for to lean. Onset of rain stops wet perth test. So it'll be a word for test in Scotland or Australia. R inside wet. Israeli intelligence undercovered bones. Okay, I know this one. So Mossad without. Oh, it really does look like Almagest. Onset of rain stops wet. Perth test. Wet. Wet. Go off. Government. Reluctant. Trustee initially making one cross. Traverse. Reluctant. Averse trustee initially. So, yep, gives you cross. Gotta be, in essence, an old tale of adventure. But why? In essence, an old tale of adventure. Oh, okay. A jest could be an old tale of adventure, like Beau Geste, or I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, go off defending government's historic list. Go off. Go off. Peter started to get supplied with fuel. Peter started to get supplied with fuel. Peter. Network. Kind of want this to be at, but I don't see a word for spy in that. Sailor rests. Must be alts, mustn't it? Sailor head down. An old word for rests. Boundaries. Hit at last, but not 1 ton. Okay, so an anagram of at last but without a T. That's abuttles. Could be boundaries where things abut. Pasquill looking a little bit more likely. Oh, I still want it to be at. Network. Network spy. Man's on top of a young youth. Tough youth getting angry. Tough youth would be a Ted. Man's he's on a Ted, yes. Heated is angry. Head keeping mum gets stick. Head. Head. Lots of words for head, that's the problem. Network spy leaving tips. What is this spy? Accuse falsely according to some, heartlessly. Asperse. Why? As to some. Oh, as per some without the middle letters. Okay, we know this is an anagram, and it's the letters we have left are. We've used ESCA, so we have S. We don't have any more S's. We've got ROL. Escorals. Yes, that sounds like a fish. Anxiety shown by supporter of Democrat. Fan 2D? Fantod? This can't be a word, but I'm going to look it up anyway. Fantod, anxiety or the fidgets or a fidgety, fussy person, especially a ship's officer. And fatigue or fatigue is anxiety. Well, that's a weird word. Would like to know where that comes from. It gives out when pressed incorrectly. Oh, it's an easy clue. Dispenser. It's an anagram. Okay, head keeping mum. So head is something an. Ban, can, dan, fan, gan, han, ian, jan, can, lan, man. Man? No, nan. Pan, can, ran, santan, van. Van. Van is the head. Is a vaman really a thing? Yeah, it'd be insane not to look it up, so I'm going to look it up. Where's my dictionary? Come back, Chambers. Oh, it's not a word there. Ah, head keeping mum. Getting stick. One, yan, men, an, ban. Kamen is a shinty stick. And is a can a head? Oh, it is. It's like that kind of head. A loo. Glad I looked that one up. Peter started to get supplied with fuel. Refilled. Petroled. Peter started to get supplied with fuel. Peter rolled. Peter started. Peter rolled. Scottish storyteller showing real eccentricity in play. That looks like an anagram of real E. Oh, liar. Is that how you spell that? I feel like that's a word. It isn't. Liar. Real eccentricity. It would have to be an extra E, wouldn't it? Liar. Why not? Liar. Okay. Onset of rain stops wet Perth test. You got the R. Wet. Oh, it's wet. Perth test. Tree? Doesn't make sense. Onset of rain stops wet. Tree is to bear in Scotland. That doesn't really mean that. Wet. P. P is sort of wet. Oh dear. Pre is Scotland, Scottish for to make a trial of, especially by tasting or kissing. Oh, pre a bonny lassie. So does wet P mean wet? Apart from in the obvious way. P is to urinate. Oh, urinate the bed. Pee the bed. Wet the bed. Okay. Okay, so it passes the substitution test. Oh, criminy, crikey. Go off defending government's historic list. Historic. This is getting really hard at the end. Plodding students struggle endlessly. Hard cheese. It's not manchego. Plodding students struggle endlessly. I'm losing in the will. Farrago, Gumbago, Sapsago. Sapsago is a hard Swiss green cheese made from skimmed milk and melilot. How does this work? Plodding students struggle endlessly. Hard cheese. I don't know. Plodding students struggle. Is it saps a plodding student? Struggle could be, I don't know. I don't know. Go off. Defending government's history. Is Reist go off? Guess it is. And regest is a register in Milton. A regest. Of course it is. I still don't know why Sapsago is right. Struggle. Without the first and last letters. Okay, network spy, leaving tips. Shouldn't be guessing. Thought a network could be a grid. Grill? Create? Is Sapsago wrong? That would make me very sad that there are more than one hard cheese that fills that gap. Grisette is a young French female worker. Okay, so something else is wrong. Oh no! Okay, it's going to be Grisette. Exhibitor overturned Dosh Santalinich, Plad Fantard, Etirio, Paris, Lombarda, Asperse. I mean, I don't want to go as far as to say all these seem like words to me, but they all don't look wrong. I didn't parse petrol properly, I know that. Evil, I think, is right. Traverse is right. Senna, I thought was right. Almagest. Okay, maybe there's another way to spell Almagest. In essence, an old tale of adventure. Essence. Essence. Is Alm essence? If it is, then I think that's right, because we did work out potential reading. Essence. Look up Almagest. See if there's known alternative spellings of Almagest. Not really. In essence, and colleague might not be right. American fellow leaving rough coal field covered with dust. Does colleague mean covered in dust? It might not. Collie begrimed with dust. A collie is also a blackbird, a collie bird. Okay. Penates looks right. Pasquil must be right. Matey alts. Salt. I've spelled dispense. Oh, hang on. It gives that. No, that's right. Escarles? Escolars? Oh, I had a false friend there. Escorial is totally something, isn't it? It's a palace in Spain. So I put Escorial. Whereas Escolars are a very learned fish, presumably. Yeah, that's why you have to look these things up, because sometimes you just don't know what the word is, and if it's an anagram, you know. An escolar is indeed a learned fish. It is an Atlantic and southern fish of spectacled experience. spectacled appearance. So I guess Niscala did look like a bookish sort to its original discoverers. That's quite a nice story. I like that. Yeah. All right, I am flagging, but Monday is going to be easy. Right. So let's do Monday, and then I will go to bed. I won't go to bed. It's 1 o'clock, but I will just do something else. Watered down. Body of soldiers. Maybe a troop. Obstinacy. Let's try pig-headedness. Kerberos. Ism. Ember. Men. Tie. Bind. Cottage garden. Tantrum is back. Imbibe. Late comer. Snare. Trap. Severance of body parts. That's a good word. Songbird. Run. Stepson. Body of soldiers is a core. Cage bird. Why do they sing? Obstinacy. Intransigence. Drink. That's better. Kick. Remainder. Sea snake. Brought on denim. Yarn. Ton. Derisory. Something you laugh at because it's so bad. Dense and induced. God, I needed to rectify my early missteps in that one. That's really the sign of a good concise, and it misleads you. And there should be a Nina somewhere. Not just staring at this because I like it. I'm looking for something hidden. Nep mep. No. Drink-induced dismemberment. We've all been there. Ismembermen. Oh, dismemberment is in ismembermen. So ismembermen is in dismemberment. Okay. Don't quite know what's happening there, but ismembermen has been dismembered, I suppose. And it's been procrustized. Procrustated. Procrustes is Airbnb. I'd stay there. Small fairy, that is producing #1 photo. Small elf, i.e. seafood and beef. Grouse, no. Stinginess, that makes party arty. Short. Starter report to feature an excellent meal. Super. Help Dan handle rocks. Lend a hand. Anagram of Dan handle. Picturesque scene with some untidy llamas. Penny pinching. Sure. Citrus fruit returned without a. Get some rest. Lie down. Oh, naturel. Choice beginning to rattle a small country. Relative on a road, uncle on a road, hit the slopes, skid. Male gender partly a myth, legend. Seafood muscle is beef. Ill at ease is the only thing that fits there. Ship's oil tanker. Take care of uniform return somehow. Nurture. Choice and or, yes. Style of primarily feeble hideaway. Feeble lair. Biscuit you'll get a lot out of. Fortune cookie. Football team with which the Spanish tied L even. Give no food to celebrity vet mostly. Star vet. Breakfast item that's a load of rubbish. Waffle. Piece of cake and cheeses. Breeze. Disregard loud yubba. F lout. Regret root regularly. Rue. Fortune cookie. I was listening to an audiobook of my college friend Frances Harding's Fly By Night, which is a very good children's book for slightly older children, I guess teens. But yeah, I was listening to the audiobook in the car, and there was a scene where Quillam Mai, who is the heroine's father, is talking to his baby, and he gives her a little anecdote about the fractured realm by means of smashing his hand down on what is described in the audiobook as a cookie, and it really brought me out of it because I really feel like it must have been a biscuit in Frances's original story. I just don't believe it. Just it's such a kind of British. It's set in sort of a fantasy version of the British Civil War, and yeah, it's so British, and that cookie brought me right out of it. And I think they may have decided that. Yeah, for Americans who listen to audiobooks, that if they said biscuit, people would be like, "What? What on earth do you mean?" Anyway, yeah. If I'm incorrect and Frances actually used the word cookie, then I apologise, but it didn't seem like the right word to me at all. So you can put me in Britain, you can take the boy out of Britain, but you can't take Britain out of the boy. I will always hold that what people in a fantasy novel slam their hand down onto should be referred to as a biscuit, not a cookie. There's no way it could be a cookie in any decent fantasy realm. You know, if in Game of Thrones they eat cookies, I'm out of there. I'm not having it. No cookies in my fantasy novels. Alright, cryptics. One more. Oh, and the general knowledge. A half-hearted mob at theatre possible to reform. Corrigible? No. Immature creature picked up. Yeah, Tolkien, no cookie. I mean, hobbits would eat biscuits for sure, but not cookies. Immature creature picked up from volcanic discharge. Lava. If you are non-erotic, that is a homophone. Part of unusually rich. Teases heavyweight offering types of wrap. Is this Ribston? Is that an apple? I don't know. Short woman eating large salmon, a heavy drinker. Coho is a salmon. Alice is a woman. A pain, okay. A boar, reversed. Woman Caesar's greeting. Caesar would have said Ave. A storm raging about European conductor. Maestro. Relative ease at first in part of Ulster Church. Relative ease at first. Relative niece, not naive, niece. Endlessly aspire must be hope. Scotch. This place providing retreat for male sheep. Tup. Put. Not tup. Forestall, gift having change of heart. That's a present with a change of heart. Capital citizen, managed to secure. Ran with OM. Possible to reform. Fish eater in restaurant initially crazy about port. Rotterdam. Reparable. A half-hearted mob, a rabble at rep. Okay, fraternity is just brotherhood. It just is. Oddness of English copper, one prevaricating in shame. Like some aerials. Directional? Stop luxury car rammed by a road mending vehicle. Part of circle at Hertford demo. March, yes. Accountant's girl, one fated to be disbelieved. C.A. Sandra. In break, C. Lively dance. Pardon girl taking in shelter. Way being removed from calm. Blah, blah, blah. Need more letters. Constrain president to provide transport for the young. Prescribe. President. No, I don't like that. Don't like it quite. Oddness, peculiarity. Routine supporting Irish freedom fighter, perhaps. Routine. Extract from notes. Essence. Curative plan to governor allocated primarily among liberals. All heal? Sort of tea. Assam again, like a pallid person taking cake without resistance. Starchy tuber, reversed May. Pardon, amnesty. Amy taking in a nest. Street, stillness minus ST for street. Room is scope. Irish County. And then Ray. Like a pallid person, pasty, pastry minus an L. Routine supporting Irish, regular. In gap C low. Steamroller. Push chair. Yeah, that was a nice, easy Monday one. That was good. Let's see what kind of frightful scores everyone else has got who wasn't blogging it. Yeah, Magoo under 4. Moan under Moan and almost 3. Aphis at 4. Yeah, easy puzzle. Alright, we'll call it a day there. I'm going to go for a walk. I haven't been out yet. And it's a lovely day here in Portland, Oregon. So, yeah. We're almost up to date. We're not almost up to date, but give me a few more weeks slaving away at the coalface. I will catch up. Yeah, have a good night. Those of you who are still awake in England, have a good day. Those of you who